The weather's gorgeous, so I've come out for my lunch. I'm going to be cooking sausage and chorizo jambalaya using the Jetboil Minimo camping stove. So before I set the stove up, we'll go through the ingredients. So all these ingredients are stuff that will keep for a long time in your backpack, so you don't need a refrigerator or anything like that. So we've got some rice. I'm using boil in the bag. I'll explain why I'm using that in a bit. 1 red onion, some garlic, a couple of sweet peppers, stock cube, that's optional. We've got some smoked pork sausage, bit of tomato puree, and of course some chorizo. And to help with the cooking, we've got a bit of oil and some Cajun spice. Let's get the stove built up. The first job is to get the rice on the go. This normally takes about 15 minutes to cook. However, I've got a neat little trick to help save on gas. So instead of bringing my Nalgene bottle for my water, I'm using this little thermos flask. Weighs a little bit more than my Nalgene bottle, by 100 grams. However, it's got a neat little trick up its sleeve. So we're gonna get the water into the rice from cold. That just covers over the rice. Let's get this fired up. Bring it to a boil. To give the rice a little bit more flavour, I'm going to add a chicken stock cube. So that should simmer now for about 15 to 18 minutes. But I'm going to give it 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to transfer everything into this thermos flask to finish off cooking. Right, so that's had 3 minutes of bubbling away. I'm going to quickly transfer this rice into the flask, get the hot water and just fill it up to the lip. And then let's seal that up. And then just like one of those dehydrated meals, you have to sit it aside for a while. However, for rice, it takes about half an hour. So that gives you a little bit of time to either set up camp, admire the views, or brush up on your tree identification. So I tend to mainly use my flask for keeping food cold, but they also keep things really hot, like a hot drink or a meal. But using your flask to finish off your cooking means you're not using lots of gas. That could be simmering away for another 15 minutes. So while that rice is finishing off, do a bit of prep work. Right, so we've got some chorizo. So this, although it's meat, will keep for days in your backpack. Very versatile meat for backpackers. It adds loads of flavour as well. Some nice big chunks. Should be enough. I've also got some smoked sausage. So this doesn't need to be stored in the fridge either. However, once you've opened it, I would probably consider storing it or getting it eaten quickly. Just cut a bit off. Let's get some onion in as well. You can use any onion, but I'm going for red onion. I'm not an expert, and probably this knife is a bit thick actually for finely cutting things. But we're not Michelin star. Not yet anyway. That'll do. Keep it rugged. Let's get the pan on, get some of these in. A little bit of oil. Get the onions in. Get this meat in as well. Get that charred up a little bit. I'm going to add a clove of garlic. Better off if you mince it actually, but I'm unlikely to be carrying a mincer whilst out camping. Just chop it up as little as I can without adding a bit of finger to it. Don't want to burn the garlic though, because it won't taste as good. Smell from that. It's not what you want in bear country. Get some peppers in. Five-second rule. This looks fabulous. A little tiny bit tomato puree, and then some Cajun style seasoning. Get some of that in there. You don't need the rice, you can just eat a plateful of that. Right, that rice has been in for half an hour. Let's see how this is done. Oh, quite windy. Whoa. So it's quite a tight fit in the bag, look. Whoa. But that is all cooked. It was only boiling for 3 minutes. I'm going to get it in the pot and add it to the meat. Ah. Brought out the big guns with a spoon. Look at that. Proper meal. Sausage and chorizo jambalaya. Quite easy to make that. It tastes delicious. Loads of flavour from the sausage, the chorizo, adding some chicken stock to the rice. Proper meal. Not a bad spot for a bit of lunch either. That's dinner done. Just washing up. A little bit that's burnt on the bottom, but I've got this little yellow scouring pad. It's only plastic, so it won't damage the surface of the pot. And I just use my spoon just to shove it around in the bottom. That'll do till I get home, give it a proper clean. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.